All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to crack the code on something called social commerce. We're talking about how your social media feed has basically turned into the new digital shopping mall. And of course, we'll look at the people who are running the show, the influencers. It's a huge shift, so let's get into it. I want to start with just this one number, 92%. So what is that? Well, according to studies, that's how many of us trust a recommendation from a person we follow online way more than a traditional flashy ad from the brand itself. Just let that sink in for a second. So why does that single number matter so much? Because it reveals the new currency in today's digital world. And it's not money, it's trust. And the people who have absolutely mastered the art of building it, yep, modern influencers. Okay, so let's get one thing straight. If you're still picturing an influencer as someone who just takes nice photos, we need to update that mental image. Their role today is so much more complex and strategic. They are sophisticated, multi-talented assets for any brand they work with. You can really break down their value into three main jobs. First, they're content creators, turning a boring sales pitch into a relatable story. Second, they're their own media channel. Think of it like a personal broadcast station where the audience is already tuned in and, crucially, listening. And finally, and this is the most powerful part, they're an endorser. Their recommendation acts as a personal stamp of approval, and that is what gets people to act. But here's the thing, not all influencers are created equal. We can actually organize them into a kind of pyramid based on their follower count, and when you do that, it reveals something totally fascinating about their true impact. And wow, this chart just says it all. This is the central paradox of influencer marketing. Take a look at the engagement rates. The mega influencers, the ones with over 1 million followers, actually have the lowest engagement, around 1.5%. But then look down at the bottom, at the nano influencers, with under 10,000 followers. Their engagement is through the roof, almost 9%. They have these small but incredibly mighty communities. So the key takeaway here is this. Do not be fooled by a massive follower count. Sure, a mega influencer gets you millions of eyeballs. We call those impressions. But a micro influencer delivers something far more valuable, a real connection. That connection builds trust, it sparks actual conversations, and that's what drives a way better return on investment. This table really clarifies the strategic choice a brand has to make. Hiring a celebrity is like buying a Super Bowl ad. You get massive reach, sure, but it costs a fortune, and we all know they're just getting paid to say it. A micro-influencer, on the other hand, offers something totally different. The authenticity is much higher. It feels like a recommendation from a friend. And for a fraction of the cost, you get to have real conversations with a super targeted audience. All of this, the trust, the engagement, the authenticity, it's all building toward the next huge thing, social commerce. And this isn't just another buzzword. It's a fundamental shift in the way we all shop. So here's the difference in a nutshell. With traditional e-commerce, you see an ad, you click a link, it opens a website, you add to your cart. Every single one of those clicks is friction. Social commerce just gets rid of all of that. You see a post you like, you tap a product tag, and you buy it right there, inside the app. That super low friction makes a massive difference in whether someone actually makes the purchase. And it works because it taps directly into our human psychology. You've got social proof. You see hundreds of likes and positive comments and think, hey, if they all love it, I might too. You've got FOMO, fear of missing out, when an influencer drops a limited time offer. You have that deep trust we've been talking about. And then the knockout punch. It's just so incredibly easy. Okay, so we've covered the what and the why. We get it. Now let's switch gears and get practical. Let's talk about the how. If you're a brand, how do you actually navigate this and make it work? Here's the playbook. So what should you actually look for? I promise you it goes way beyond the follower count. You have to ask the right questions. Does their audience actually line up with your target customer? Is their engagement real, or is it just bots and emojis? And are they a creative storyteller who can weave your product into their life, not just hold it up for a quick picture? Here's a brilliant, simple checklist you can use to remember all this. The VETS framework. V is for voice and values. Does their vibe match your brand's? E is for engagement. Look past the fire emojis for real discussions. T is for target audience. Check their demographics. And S is for style and substance. Is the content actually good? It's a quick and dirty way to vet a potential partner. And once a campaign is running, it's all about the data. You have to measure success. Are people actually buying? That's your conversion rate. Are they even clicking the link in the first place? That's your click-through rate. And when they do buy, how much are they spending? That's the average order value. A high conversion rate is often the holy grail here. That's how you measure real success.
This entire landscape is evolving at lightning speed. So to wrap things up, let's take a quick look ahead at some of the mind-blowing trends that are just around the corner.
Get ready for this one. Influencers who aren't even real. I'm serious. These are computer-generated characters, like Lil Maquella, who have millions of followers and are partnering with huge brands. So why would a brand do this? Well, for them, it offers total control. A virtual influencer is never going to have a public scandal or go off message. Next up is AR shopping, which is basically the try before you buy revolution. Using your phone's camera, you'll be able to see exactly how a new sofa looks in your living room or how a pair of sunglasses fits your face, all before you spend a dime. It's bridging that gap between online and in-person shopping. And finally, there's live shopping. Imagine your favorite influencer hosting a live, interactive show where you can ask questions and buy products in real time. It combines entertainment with the urgency and community feel of a live event, and it is already absolutely massive on platforms like TikTok. Which leaves us with this final thought. We used to go online to connect with friends. Now we go there to shop. As this trend accelerates, the question isn't if social media and commerce will merge, but just how deeply they will. So the next time you're scrolling, just remember, you might be a lot closer to a purchase than you think.